Assalamu alaikum everybody. This is Dr. Shahid Khokar, and today we will talk about 34th lecture for the subject of operations and supply chain management. And this lecture pertains to the 14th chapter of your textbook, and the name of this chapter is supply chain integration. Previously, we have talked about the design of supply chain, and in continuation of that concept, now we will discuss what is mean by the integration of the supply chain. So let's formally start today's lecture. As you can see in your slides, that what is mean by the integration of the supply chain. So let's first read the slides. In the slides, you can read that the effective coordination of supply chain processes through the seamless flow of information up and down the supply chain. So if we summarize it in simple terms, we can say that सप्लाई चेन इंटीग्रेशन का मतलब है कि हम एक बिजनेस के अंदर जो मेन प्रोसेसेस हैं उन प्रोसेसेस को आपस में कोऑर्डिनेट करें इस तरह से कि आपके जो इंफॉर्मेशन फ्लो है वो विदाउट एनी प्रॉब्लम मूव कर सके from upside to the downside of supply chain and from downside to the upside of the supply chain. So integration में जो basic idea है वो basically different business processes की coordination है. As you can see in your slide, there is another explanation of the supply chain integration, and here he is talking about a river that flows from raw materials from suppliers to the consumers. It means that once you are talking about supply chain integration, you can take the example of a river कि एक लंबा सा दरिया है जिसमें जो रॉ मटेरियल्स हैं वो मूव करते हैं फ्रॉम द सप्लायर टू द कंज्यूमर्स, और इस दरिया की जो डायरेक्शन है वो अपस्ट्रीम भी हो सकती है और डाउनस्ट्रीम भी हो सकती है. ये अपस्ट्रीम से क्या मुराद है और डाउनस्ट्रीम से क्या मुराद है, या जैसे आपने ऊपर देखा कि इंफॉर्मेशन डाउन द सप्लाई चेन, इसका क्या मतलब है, इसको हम लोग जो है next slide में with the help of diagram I would like to explain on that concept what is mean by the upstream and downstream in the supply chain. In the integration of the supply chain, there is another concept which is called the supply chain disruptions, and here he is talking about that integration also involves the mitigating the effect of supply chain disruptions. सबसे पहले आपको ये पता होना चाहिए कि सप्लाई चेन डिसरप्शंस का मतलब क्या है. इसका मतलब ये है कि जब आप गुड्स को या इंफॉर्मेशन को मूव कर रहे हैं इनटू द सप्लाई चेन फ्रॉम सप्लायर्स टू द कंज्यूमर्स, तो उसके दरमियान में कुछ रुकावटें आ सकती हैं, और इन रुकावटों को दूर करने का जो नाम है दैट इज़ ऑल्सो द पार्ट ऑफ द सप्लाई चेन इंटीग्रेशन. So here we have discussed that supply chain integration is actually the coordination of business processes Secondly, you can take the example of a river in which the goods are moving from suppliers to the customers, and also mitigating the supply chain disruption is the part of the supply chain integration. So moving on, here you can see the example of a supply chain for a company who is manufacturing a tomato ketchup, and in with the help of this diagram you can understand the concept of what is mean by the downstream and what is mean by the upstream. Now you are assuming that this is the supply chain of a company who is manufacturing a tomato ketchup, and इस टोमेटो केचप मैन्युफैक्चरर से पीछे on the left side there are the suppliers, and if you move from the left side of this manufacturer which includes the suppliers, तो इसको हम लोग जो है upstream का नाम देंगे. और if you move on the right side of the manufacturer just like retailers, distributors और consumers, तो ये वाले जो प्लेयर्स ऑफ द सप्लाई चेन हैं इसको हम लोग जो है वो बेसिकली डाउन स्ट्रीम ऑफ द सप्लाई चेन का नाम देते हैं. तो एज यू कैन सी इन द अपस्ट्रीम देर आर द नंबर ऑफ सप्लायर्स. फर्स्ट वन इज कॉल्ड द टीयर 1 सप्लायर विच इज द टोमेटो पेस्ट फैक्ट्रीज. इट मीन्स दैट कि वो फैक्ट्रीज जो बेसिकली टमाटो पेस्ट बनाती हैं दे विल सप्लाई द रॉ मटेरियल टू द टमाटो केचप फैक्ट्री. और ये जो टमाटो पेस्ट फैक्ट्रीज हैं ये लोग एक्चुअली बाय करेंगे रॉ टोमेटोज फ्रॉम द टमाटो ग्रेडिंग स्टेशंस, एंड these grading stations will actually get their raw materials from the tomato suppliers. So tomato suppliers will provide the tomatoes to the grading stations, and then grading stations will supply the tomatoes to the tomato paste factories, and then tomato paste factories will supply this paste to the ketchup manufacturing factory. So if you see in your slide, the left side or the players in the supply chain behind the manufacturer, they are called the upstream, and the players in the supply chain on the right side or after the manufacturer, they are called the downstream of the supply chain. Moreover, you can see there is a flow of information. As you can see कि ये जो flow of information है इसको explain करने की कोशिश की गई है with the help of arrow, and this information flows directly from the suppliers to the manufacturers and from the manufacturers to the consumer. But at the same time this information also moves from the consumers to the retailers and the manufacturers and then to the suppliers. And similarly जो cash flows हैं actually they have one directional movement. It means that cash flows move from the consumers to the retailers, to the manufacturers and then to the suppliers. So if a consumer buys a product from the retailer, so once he will buy the product he will pay the cash or the money, and that cash or money will move back to the manufacturer, and that manufacturer will pay to the suppliers, and that suppliers will pay to the previous suppliers. So that is the backward movement of the cash flow. Similarly, consumers also give the feedback to the retailers, and this feedback moves from the retailer to the distributor, and from distributor to the manufacturer, and from manufacturer to the previous supplier. So here you can see that in supply chain there is actually three kinds of movements. First one, there is a movement of raw material. Secondly, there is a movement of information, and thirdly there is a cash flows. So information and materials move from upstreams to the downstreams, whereas cash flows move from downstream to the upstream. So the coordination of all these activities is actually the supply chain integration. Moving on, in supply chain integration, there is another concept which is called bullwhip effect. And what is mean by the bullwhip effect and how it is related with the supply chain integration? We will see that concept in the next slide. Here we are talking about the external causes or the internal causes. It means that those causes which can create the disruptions in the supply chain. So if you talk about the external causes, तो उसमें बहुत सी चीज़ें ऐसी हैं जो कि सप्लाई चेन में डिसरप्शंस या रुकावट क्रिएट कर सकती हैं, just like the environmental disruptions, or you can talk about the supply chain complexity. Environmental disruption means like अगर बारिशें ज़्यादा होना शुरू हो जाए या जो है ज़लज़ले आ जाएं या वेदर जो है वो सपोर्टिव ना हो, तो उसकी वजह से आपकी जो रॉ मटेरियल्स की मूवमेंट या इंफॉर्मेशन की मूवमेंट या कैश फ्लोज की मूवमेंट वो जो है वो बेसिकली इफेक्ट कर सकती है. एंड सिमिलरली देयर कुड बी द इंटरनल causes or the internal factors which can create a disruption in the supply chain, or internally for example कंपनी के अंदर अगर कोई मशीनरी ख़राब हो गई है तो that can also create a disruption for the company. Moreover, if your company is dealing with breakdowns or the quality issues, then it can also create a disruption in the supply chain. So if you are clear that, and there could be other multiple factors that by which there could be a disruption in the supply chain. So here he is talking about that in supply chain integration you should be clear that what are the possible supply chain disruptions, and then we should try to remove those disruptions in order to integrate the supply chain. Now we will talk about what is meant by the bullwhip effect and how it can create a disruption in supply chain. Moving on, as you can see in your slides, that is a graph of the company who is dealing in the facial tissues, and that graph is actually showing a demand by the consumers, and then that demand moves back to the manufacturers, and based on that demand manufacturers supply given a demand to the their suppliers. So as you can see that if there is a company who is dealing with the facial tissues, और ये जो रेड कलर में आपको डिसरप्शन नज़र आ रही है, एक्चुअली दैट इज़ अ चेंज इन द डेली डिमांड. सो बेस्ड ऑन दैट चेंज आपका जो रिटेलर है वो एक्चुअली जो ऑर्डर्स लिखवाएगा अपने मैन्युफैक्चरर को, वो उस फ्लक्चुएशन से बहुत ज़्यादा फ्लक्चुएट करते होंगे. फॉर एग्जांपल अगर आप कस्टमर जो है वो एक दिन ज़्यादा फेशियल टिश्यूज़ इस्तेमाल करता है या किसी भी वजह से उसकी डिमांड बढ़ जाती है, तो आपका जो रिटेलर है जब वो अपने मैन्युफैक्चरर को डिमांड लिखवाएगा तो वो उस डिमांड को डबल या ट्रिपल कर देगा, सो दैट कि अगर इससे ज़्यादा कस्टमर की डिमांड आए तो वो उसको जो है वो हैंडल कर सके. और सिमिलरली आपका जो मैन्युफैक्चरर है जब वो एक अनयूजुअल डिमांड देखेगा फ्रॉम द रिटेलर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, तो उसको कवर करने के लिए वो अपने सप्लायर को उससे भी ज़्यादा डिमांड लिखवाएगा ताकि वो उस वेरिएशन को जो है वो केटर कर सके. सो एज यू कैन सी इन दिस ग्राफ देयर इज़ अ स्मॉल वेरिएशन फ्रॉम द कंज्यूमर एंड, लेकिन उसका जो मैग्नीट्यूड है कंज्यूमर एंड से रिटेलर तक वो बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ जाता है, और वहाँ से जो डिमांड का वेरिएशन का मैग्नीट्यूड है इट इंक्रीजेज फ्रॉम रिटेलर टू द मैन्युफैक्चरर एंड फ्रॉम मैन्युफैक्चरर टू द सप्लायर. तो इसमें कहने का जो मकसद है वो ये है कि देर इज फ्रॉम बिकॉज ऑफ द लिटिल चेंज फ्रॉम द कंज्यूमर द अल्टीमेट इफेक्ट which reaches to the supplier, magnitude of that effect is very high, and that magnitude actually becomes the cause of the disruption in supply chains, और उस वजह से कंपनीज के अंदर जो है वो कंपनीज के जो प्रोसेसेस हैं वो कोऑर्डिनेटेड नहीं रहते. तो इसको हम लोग बुलविप इफेक्ट इस वजह से बोलते हैं बिकॉज एक्चुअली बुलविप मीन्स द इंस्ट्रूमेंट विच इज़ यूज टू टेम द बुल. और उसको अगर आप लोग जो है कभी गौर से देखें तो हैंडल जो है उसका वो एक बिल्कुल लकड़ी के दस्ते जैसा है, लेकिन उसके सामने जो लगा हुआ स्ट्रिंग है या स्ट्रिप है दैट इज़ वेरी लार्ज. सो in the bullwhip effect we try to give the idea that because of the small change in consumer demand, the effect of the change in demand once reaches to the suppliers, the magnitude actually becomes very high. So these were the ideas related with the supply chain integration. Hopefully I am clear about these concepts. If you have any question, please feel free to make a comment in Google Classroom, or you may can contact with your co-teacher for the better explanation. That's all for today. See you on the next time.